Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. Tigerlily was seated at the kitchen table, with blue-stained fingertips, with her current abstract painting lay on the table beside her. The sun was peering through windows and painting the shades of orange in the room, but there was nothing comfortable about it. Across from Adnan, Erkut watched as his co-founder stared at a cup of tea on the table in front of him. The man's face, a portrait of anger. He hadn't laid a finger on the plate of food she'd prepared many hours ago. The stillness between them could be sliced with a knife. It was a fighter's response. Her brush strokes grew thick and vicious, as if her words were a stroke of a paintbrush. Tigerlily spoke. This was strange, Ayan thought to herself. She couldn't believe that they had this conversation yet another time, Adnan. There was fatigue and rebellion in her tone of voice. Adnan slowly put his cup down on the table and was able to do so without spilling, and his movements were very measured, a clear opposition to how she was. Tigerlily, I'm not trying to stop you from being yourself, he said in a measured but slightly crescendo voice. However, we have to look to the future. About stability. Sometimes she blurted, you can't continue to spend hundreds on paints when the rent is due. She threw the brush violently into the jar of water and spread beautiful blue streaks all over the table. Art is not just a pastime, you know, Adnan. It's my life. It's who I am. You realize that when we got married. With his palms firmly gripped together, Adnan leaned forward. Yes, I did. I also respect your enthusiasm. Passion, however, does not cover the rent. It doesn't help us create a future. I feel like I'm the only one with a practical perspective, even though I left everything behind, including my family and work, to be here with you. Tigerlily started to reply, but she was interrupted as the doorbell rang. With a scrape, she pushed back her chair and strode to the door. Her best friend Zoe was standing there with a vibrant bouquet of wildflowers as she opened it. Hey babe, Zoe chirped, oblivious to the strain. Thought I'd stop by to check on my favorite newlyweds. Tigerlily paused, the turmoil of emotion visible on her face. Now's not really a good time, Zoe. Adnan, however, cried out from the kitchen before she could close the door. Just the right moment. Perhaps Zoe can clarify why it's okay to live in chaos. As she entered, Zoe arched an eyebrow. Whoa, all right, what's happening here? Zoe trailed Tigerlily as she made her way back to the kitchen. Adnan sat rigidly in his chair, his eyes keen but his face neutral. With caution, Zoe sat down and looked between them. Adnan believes that I'm being careless by investing money in my artwork, Tigerlily remarked while crossing her arms. And Tigerlily thinks I'm being controlling for wanting to save for a house, Adnan replied. Zoe whistled softly and glanced between them. Okay, so we're talking about one of those fights. After setting the flowers on the table, she sat back in her chair and looked steadily at each one. The two of you are complete opposites. That isn't news, she said. But you married a dreamer, Adnan. You married someone who lives on structure, Tigerlily. This will just continue to occur if you are unable to find a medium ground. Tigerlily stared down at the paint smears on her palms as her resistance waned a little. Zoe, I don't want to lose myself, she said. I've fought to be authentic for a large portion of my life. To make things easy, I don't want to give up that. With a sigh, Adnan reclined on his seat. Tigerlily, I'm not requesting that you lose who you are. All I need is to feel as though we are creating something together. That we are more than simply existing. I can't do everything by myself, but I want to give you a life you can be proud of. The tension of the moment was broken as Zoe clapped her hands together. Okay, I'm going to play mediator here because I can't stand to see my favorite couple like this. She looked over at Adnan. What if you give Tigerlily a little breathing room to work on her art, but maybe she agrees to set a budget for supplies? Adnan thought about it, his face softening. I could live with that. Zoe looked over at Tigerlily. What if you also make a commitment to demonstrate your concern for Adnan's objectives? Even if it's simply looking at choices, could you perhaps assist him with the house hunting process? After hesitating, Tigerlily nodded. I guess I could do that. Once more, the room became quiet, but the tension was different. Although the issue wasn't fully resolved, it felt more like the beginning of a ceasefire than a conflict. Zoe got to her feet and smiled. How about we have some tea to celebrate your nuptials, which I have kept for today? And perhaps fix this paint water issue? Adnan and Tigerlily exchanged a tentative little smile. Although it wasn't flawless, it was an improvement. That would have to do for the time being. This gossip is over. If you liked the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.